We have a very simple model containing 4 tables. On the left hand side, we have the all sales table containing the sales transaction data for 4 years, 2016 up to 2019, and I have a single measure just calculating the revenue. On the right hand side, I have 3-dimension table. First one is the product table containing the name of the product and the name of the category together with the price. Also, I have a table to translate the region ID into a region name, and I have a basic calendar table. Using this model, I created a summary table containing the 4 years I have in the model and also the 4 categories, and I have a grand total row and a grand total column. What if I need to change this table into percentages table, exactly like this one? On the bottom right corner, you'll see the grand total as 100%, and each and every cell of the table is nothing but a percent of the grand total. Also, I can change the grand total of the rows into 100%, and each and every value inside a row will be nothing but a percent of the total row. I can do the same for the columns. I'm going to change each and every grand total of the columns into 100%, and each and every value inside each column will be a percent of the grand total. Hello and welcome to a new video from Power Pivot tutorial series, video number 11 or PP11. In this video, we are going to have a look on 3 important DAX functions, which is basically all selected, and values, and we'll see how we can use all of them in order to calculate a percent of total in a table, exactly like the one that we have on the screen right now. So during the video, we're going to see how we can calculate the percent of the grand total. Also, we're going to see how we calculate a percent of the table grand total, and we'll see the difference between these two. Also, we're going to see how we can calculate percent of total rows. In this case, will be percent of the total categories. And finally, we're going to see how we can calculate percent of total columns. In this case, will be a percent of the total year. Let's jump directly to Excel and see how we can do this together. In order to create this pivot table, I used the years inside the columns. It's obviously, you can see it here, and also categories in the rows, and I dropped the revenue inside the value section. Whenever I drop the revenue inside the value section, it will be impacted by the external filters. These external filters is nothing but the rows and the columns of this table. That's why I can see different values for the revenue inside each and every cell. Now we need to calculate the percent, let's say, of accessories 2016 to the total revenue, or the grand total of all revenues inside the model. So I need to divide the 726 by the 27 million. In order to do so, inside the pivot table, at the beginning, I need to convert each and every cell of this table into the grand total, the 27 million. In order to do so, I'm going to create a new measure, and inside this measure, I need something to help me to ignore the filters coming from the rows and from the columns. And accordingly, it will sum everything in the table regardless of the filters that I have from the pivot table itself, which is nothing but the rows and the column. Let's try this together. I'm going to trigger the Power Pivot window, and from Power Pivot window, I'm going to create a new measure. Let me call it unfiltered total, colon and equal, and let's try to write a new measure. This measure will be depending on the calculate function, because calculate function will help me to change the filter context. So I'm going to use the calculate. Inside calculate, I need an expression, and this expression will be nothing but the revenue measure that I already have in order to calculate the total revenue. So I'm going to open a square bracket to select from the available measures. I have here my measure revenue, double click and then comma. Now I need a filter, and inside this filter, I'm going to use something to help me to remove all filters from the table, to remove all the external filters. The function that can help me to do so will be the all function. So I'm going to type all, tab, and all requires table or column name. So I need a table or column name. I'm going to tell Excel, please remove all the filters from this table or from this column. In this case, as the revenue measure is summing up the revenue column from the all sales table, so I'm going to use the all sales table, double click and close the bracket for all, and close the bracket for calculate, and then the check mark. And here you go, you will see the exact same number. Let me do some quick number formatting. And now let's go back to our pivot table. I have here my new measure. Let me uncheck revenue and I'm going to use unfiltered total, and here you go, I have the grand total inside each and every cell. Now it becomes very easy. I can just use the revenue measure and divide it by the unfiltered total in order to get the percentage. So I'm going back to the Power Pivot window, and I'm going to change the name of this measure to something like percent of grand total. And then I'm going to start by just adding the divide function, and in numerator I'm going to put the revenue measure, open square bracket and revenue, and then comma, the denominator will be the calculation of the unfiltered revenue or unfiltered total, and then I'm going to close the bracket for divide and hit the check mark. Let me change the formatting to percent with only one decimal place. Let's go back to our pivot table, and here you go, you will see that I managed to convert this table into percentages of the grand total. Let me try to add a slicer to this pivot table. So while selecting the pivot table, I'm going to pivot table analyze, and then I'm going to hit the slicer button. This will give me a list of all the fields inside this model. I'm going to the all tab, and from all tab I'm going to select, let's say, region, and click on OK. And here you go, you have a slicer for the region. Let me do some quick formatting for this slicer as well, and let's try to use this filter and see what will happen in our percentages. Let me try to select Alex, and here you go, everything changed, but you can see that the grand total is only 16%. When we use the all function, we removed all the external filters related to the all sales table. So whenever you use this slicer, you will see that the grand total is down to 16.9 instead of 100%. And for you to know, nothing wrong about this, it's absolutely correct, but depends on how you want to present your data. If you want to see the grand total of only Cairo to be the 100% here and all the percentages to be part of this grand total, so you need to do something different. If you want to see how much Cairo represents of the entire sales, which is basically 17%, so that's fine, it's totally up to you. In the next section, let's see how we can amend our measure in order to see 100% all the time in the bottom right of the table. So the percent will be for Cairo, 100% will be here, and all of these cells will represent a percent of the total 100% that we see in the grand total. If you think about what's happened inside this pivot table, you will see that the all function ignored all filters coming either from the rows and the columns or even coming from the slicers. So in order to produce a new way of this calculation that will give me 100% for Cairo or Canal or Sinai, I need some kind of function that respects only the filter coming from the slicer and ignore the filters coming from the rows and the columns. So in order to do so, I'm going to create a new copy from this pivot table. I'm going to select the entire table, Control C, and let me put it here and Control V. Now let me take out the percent of grand total measure, and I'm going back to the Power Pivot window in order to create the new measure. Actually, this new measure will be identical to this one. However, I'm going to replace the all function with all selected function. The all selected function will help me to respect the filter coming from the slicer only, but it will ignore the filters coming from the rows and the columns. So I'm going to take a copy of this measure, Control C, and then I'm going to create a new one, Control V. Let me change the name of the measure to percent of table grand total, and I'm going to replace the all function. Let me take it out. I'm going to replace it by all selected, and no need for any parameters for this function. I'm going to just close the bracket and hit the check mark. Quickly, I'm going to format to percentage, and let's go back to our pivot table, and I'm going to use the new measure, percent of table grand total, inside the value section. And here you go. Remember that this slicer is active for both tables, so whenever you change, you will see that percentages are changing. However, the 100% is for each and every section here. If you remove all the filters from the slicer, you will see that both tables are identical, but whenever you change your selection, you will see that you will have different views of your data based on using the all function or the all selected function. What if I need to create a different view of the data? This view will be depending on the grand total of the rows. So for example, I need to see the accessories, the line of accessories with a grand total of 100%, and each and every year to represent a percent of this 100%. In order to do so, I need to do another measure. I'm going to use the same methodology, calculate, and also with all selected. But in this case, I need to tell the power pivot, please restore the filter for the rows. In this case, I'm going to see the 100% here, and each and every column will be a percent of this grand total of the rows. So let me create another copy of this pivot table, Control C. Let me place it here and Control V. Let me get rid of the measure used for the moment, and I'm going back to the power pivot window to create a new measure. I'm going to use the same structure of the previous measure. So let me take a copy, Control C to copy, and I'm going to a new cell and Control V to create a new measure. Let me call this percent of total rows. Also, I'm going to format this DAX measure. Now we can easily change inside this calculation. Now let's look at the calculate function. Calculate is saying basically please evaluate the revenue measure, but with removing all the filters from the rows and the column. Now I need to tell power pivot, please restore the filter that you already removed using the all select inside the rows only. And the rows in our case representing the category. So I'm going to add another filter inside the calculate by adding a comma and then shift enter. In this case, I need to restore the filter on the category inside the product table. So I'm going to use a function called values, and inside the values I'm going to give a table name. The table name is nothing but the product table containing the list of all the products. So I'm going to select the product table and close the bracket for values and then hit the check mark. Let me format this to something like a percent and with only one decimal place. Back to the pivot table and let me select percent of total row inside the value section. And here you go, we have 100% in each and every row, and each and every year representing a percent of the grand total of each and every row. Now I think it's very easy if you want to change again the layout of this report in order to put the 100% in the grand total of the rows. In this case, let me add another copy of this pivot table, Control C and then Control V. Let me take out the measure and I'm going back to the power pivot window to create a new measure. Let me take a copy of this measure because I'm going to do a very small change inside this code. Control C to copy. I'm going to a new cell, Control V. Let me change this to percent of total column. And inside the values function, instead of restoring the product filter, I'm going to restore the calendar filter. So I'm going to type calendar instead of product and then hit the check mark. Also, let me add number formatting. Back to the pivot table, I'm going to add the new measure, and here you go. You have the 100% in the grand total of the rows, and each and every value inside the column is a percent of this grand total or of this 100%. So accessories in 2016 is 10% of the sales of the entire year, and bikes is around 69%, and so on and so forth. That was all for today. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe and leave me a comment. And also please check out the entire series PP or Power Pivot tutorials, and also check out the rest of the videos in my channel. See you and bye.